Today we'll be discussing veneers, and I'm gonna segment this video essay kind of like in different parts. And today we're just gonna be talking about veneers, what I think about veneers, what they are, and kind of just sum things up with from everything that I see online. Is this a beauty procedure that people should be having? Also, I'm going to talk about the reality star, what's going on with Winter Blanco right now, and her teeth, and some in my points on, I guess, her having this situation and how the public is taking her having this situation. So, yes, let's get into the video. So today we're diving into a popular trend in the cosmetic industry world known as veneers, and more people are opting for this procedure to achieve this beautiful, almost unrealistic, goddess, god-like, Greek god smile that is very unachievable with your natural teeth, depending on your natural alignment. Even if you have corrected your teeth, it's very few people who have a certain bite, that Hollywood beautiful bite, that's in the toothpaste commercials. But there's a darker side to this trend, and I think we all need to be aware of it. And do we really need it to accomplish more conventional attractiveness and pretty privilege, so to speak? So let's talk about what veneers are. We kind of know what it is, but just to do a brief cap for people who don't know, veneers are they're thin like shells made from porcelain or composite resin that are custom made to fit over your existing teeth. They can drastically improve the appearance of your smile by correcting issues like discoloration, chips, gaps, and misalignments. The procedure involves removing a small amount of enamel from your teeth to ensure a proper fit for the veneers. And then they pretty much go ahead and proceed to put the cap, like porcelain or composite resin, whichever one you can afford, I'm guessing. And so I'm familiar with this because in order to have my teeth corrected, I would have to have a cap on two of my teeth, I believe is what they told me. And then I would also have to get like braces, or if I wanted to get an Invisalign, I had a consultation for that at the time. And that's when I was introduced into caps, I believe. But I'm pretty sure there's people in our generations, in my community at least, we're familiar with cap and, you know, other methods of dental care. And if I'm not mistaken, well, I don't want to talk too much about that. I'm not sure. But my granddad might have had caps. You have to kind of watch, you have to watch. Actually think my auntie had some kind of veneers. I'm not really sure what she had, but she had changed just her bottom set, and they were really pretty. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're really pretty to look at. But if you don't need them really for any reason other than like the reasons that I told you, or like you have a tooth that is, I guess, um chipped or defected or something like that, even when you get these caps, you got to make sure that shit don't rot, rot your actual teeth. So it's like that's just one of the dark sides that come with this. So, and not just this, we have people who are making non-medical certificates and classes and courses based off of their grown business because maybe they do have a talent with performing veneers or professional like veneers, but these aren't professional people in any means. These businesses often cut corners, which can lead to severe dental problems. Also talking about like your bite and your natural bite and your natural alignment. I'm gonna play the clip where a doctor actually explains that and how this should be done. But I'm gonna just tell you right now, if you go to someone who's not a professional, who knows nothing about the anatomy of your like they call them TMJ doctors, like you don't know anything about the structure of like the mouth, the jaw to the neck, things like that, If you don't know nothing like that, you don't need to be doing nothing about nobody's veneers. So I think it does need a medical degree of some sort to be doing stuff like this. Because if you fuck up your bite, or if you let somebody fuck up your bite, that's it.
You guys have been blasting me about these illegal veneer technicians left and right doing fake veneers on people and doing backyard basements and causing problems. I made a video on all that, and we all know it's wrong. You shouldn't do that. But I want to shine some light on some good dental work and show you exactly what somebody who's really skilled and it's taken the years to do actual good polished veneers, and what those composite style veneers that don't take glue off your teeth, how good they can really be. Look at that, building the inside details of the dentin layer with the opaque enamel layer over the top, building in the anatomy, custom getting you detail anatomy on there, polishing, cleaning, clear coating, staining to match your other tooth structure, making sure your bite is proper, and that is why you go to a dental professional.
They just have like their own business and they're offering anyone to come in and do a professional set on you. And we see these celebrities nowadays, they go into all of these plastic surgeries and procedures, and they say, oh, this company offered me a discount and you guys should come and get it too. And next thing we notice, now you're saying your teeth are fucked up. As I was making this, I was like, people either got so jealous I thought his teeth looked so good that they tagged this doctor, they was like, roast his ass. I'm about to buy some dentures, make the whole eat me for dinner. Woo, woo. Hey, all in my eyes clear. Okay, see?
And when I tell you I got 25,000 people tagging me in this video, it was crazy. And what if I told you that I actually like his veneers, but secretly they're causing him a ton of problems that he's gonna have to deal with for the rest of his life. Now, the first thing to get off, I don't think they look bad. They look pretty good. His smile looks pretty good. I think they're a little too white, but overall visually, he looks happy with his smile until you do a little bit of investigation. If you bring the picture up, you can see that his whiteness goes all the way back, meaning that he did not get veneers. He more than likely probably got crowns, which means that they polished a lot more tooth structure off than just a light veneer shaving. And then also they did every single one of his teeth, meaning that every single tooth has now lost its tooth structure and is only hanging on based off of what cap is over the top of it. Any leakage inside there, bacteria can get up and ruin that teeth without him even knowing.
Which gets me into, I guess, the next point. These businesses often cut corners, which can lead to severe dental problems. So the reality star that I'm going to talk about today, she's known for being in Bad Girls Club, and her name is Winter Blanco. Now Winter Blanco, it seems that in her BCG era, she was like seen as a mean girl and such, and as I know of today, she has became more into the social media influencer side of things, and she also has her own podcast, which seems to be very successful. I remember watching Kayla Nicole on her podcast. So I'm gonna go over some of the talking points from Winter's video about veneers and her having TBJ and the disorder and the things that she's going through. I think it's better coming from her own words, but if you want to go check out the entire video, please go and check out her video here on YouTube. But it's just way too long. It's like 50 minutes, so here are just some pieces of the story.
I know that I look crazy and it's so embarrassing to come crying on the internet, but the stuff that I have been dealing with for 2 years because of my freaking teeth is like, I don't even know what to do anymore. And like, the only place I can really go to is my platforms. As everybody pretty much knows, 2 years ago, I had dental work done at Smile Dental Center 32 in Miami, and it ruined my life. Like, literally ruined my life. And I'm still dealing with it to this day. And I just left another doctor, another TMJ doctor. This is the 3rd or 4th one that I've gone to. And I'm just very overwhelmed. Like, the medical industry, the dental industry in America is like, they literally do not care about what you are going through. Like, everything is about money for them. And like, I understand, like, people have to get paid, but it's like, the fact that like I can't do anything. Like, I can't use insurance. I can't do anything. I've already spent $80,000 pretty much on this whole situation in 2 years. And I go to another TMJ doctor because I have severe TMJ now because of the veneers that Smile Dental Center did. They lost my bite. I have severe TMJ. I got my teeth redone. It didn't fix it. That was another $30,000. It's just like, I just had an appointment and like, you know, they're telling me like, okay, we could do this, and it, you know, it could be a big money pit, and you know, it could be, you know, another 80K, and you know, it might not work. Like, I've spent so much money with so many doctors just praying that something works for me, and nothing works. Nothing ever works. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I can't even sue the freaking dentist. Every time I come on here telling my story about what happened, which is a crazy ass story, I'm like, just sue. Why don't you sue? If I could sue, that would be the first thing I'm doing, but I can't do that. It's not possible. Like, can't sue for my sensory issues. My sensory issues are unknown. Every time I go to a doctor, they've never heard of it. And you can't prove that they gave you these issues because there's no way to diagnose it specifically. Like, it's just a whole thing. They offered to give me my money back within the first year, and I told them no, so that I could bring awareness, because like, people are just like, you know, out there getting veneers and whatever the case may be. Like, my life is literally ruined because I got my teeth redone. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm constantly in pain. I can't even close my mouth properly. I have to wear a retainer every single day, 24/7 pretty much, to even close my mouth comfortably. No bite adjustments can fix it. Nothing. I've done 100 bite adjustments. I've gone to 10 different dentists, 4 different TMJ doctors. I've done integrative medicine. I've done acupuncture. I've done everything you could possibly. I've done hypnosis. I've literally done everything you could possibly do to try to fix these issues. I've been called crazy by my primary care doctor at Kaiser. They told me to see a therapist because I'm what I'm going through. At this point, like, I just don't know what to do. I'm in severe pain. I've gotten freaking masseter Botox twice. My fucking face is slimmed the fuck out. Like, I look crazy as fuck because I'm in pain 24/7. It's just, I guess my only thing is just don't get fucking veneers, and know that like something like this can ruin your life, like literally. And quite frankly, I'm not giving nobody else 80 fucking bands. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, the fact that these people are so like, just everything is so money driven, and like, I understand, but it's like, this shit is like really medical for me. Like, why does nobody care about people in chronic pain without you having to fucking spend 80 bands twice? Like, that's crazy as fuck to me.
So I just got off the phone with Smile Design Center, the people who ruined my teeth. I'm going to tag them so they can see this video. I asked them for a refund. I told them I've been in pain for every day for 2 months, which is not a lie. You guys have seen me going to dentists back to back in Los Angeles. I finally found somebody who can redo my veneers. Keep in mind, this will be the 3rd time I'm getting my veneers redone. It's going to cost me $30,000. On top of the already $12,000, $15,000 I've had to spend on my teeth and flying to Miami. So they call me and their offer is, okay, we'll give you your money back if you come in and let us drill your teeth off. I would never let you guys near my teeth again. Then they want to bring up, well, we did Asian doll's teeth and we don't have no issues. Okay, well, whoever did Asian doll's teeth should have been mine. I don't know what's not clicking. I'm in pain every single day. My mouth couldn't even close for weeks. Literally, the dentists who have seen my teeth in LA are like, what did these people do? They put a veneer over a literal... Let me also add, while I was even in the process of getting my teeth redone, I had about 6 different dentists working in my mouth. These people are so unprofessional. Since day one, I should have turned around. I should have turned around. I should have listened to my gut instinct. The office is ghetto. It's completely unorganized. It's absolutely disgusting. Now they're basically, you know, trying to say that they're going to threaten me with legal action as well, because I've told them that I have a lawyer. Like, okay, cool, we can do that. These people have ruined so many people's mouth. I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to post their Yelp page. I'm going to show everybody what is going on inside of that office. The fact that they even think that I would let them take a drill nail near my teeth. You guys, there's ridges in the back of my teeth. The veneers are not even completely sealed onto my teeth. I had cement left over in the back of my teeth that I had to get drilled off. That's how terrible they did me. Not to mention these people are liars. You guys remember I had temporaries on the top and no teeth in the bottom of my mouth, like my shaven down teeth for 2 whole weeks, y'all. They tried to make it 3, but I complained. Okay? When I was getting my permanents on, they said, yeah, we do everything in 1 appointment now. You're supposed to always have a follow-up appointment after you get permanents put in your teeth because of bite issues, which I've been having for 2 months. Now they switched up on the phone. Why didn't you come in for your follow-up appointment? Babe, you guys told me that there is no follow-up appointment anymore. Not to mention I have the DM. I messaged them the next day. I said, my bite is not right. I need you guys to adjust my bite. I can't close my mouth. After the numbing wears off, I realized this. They don't get back to me for 3 days. I have to DM them again 3 days later and say, nobody ever called me. Now I'm back in Los Angeles. They keep being like, well, just come to Miami. We'll take your teeth off. We'll da-da-da. I'm not flying back to Miami for y'all to do more damage in my mouth. You guys are incompetent. The real issue to me is that I have been in pain I'm in pain right now. Like, these people do not care that I am going through a traumatic ass experience. My mental health is literally deteriorating. It's so hard for me to do anything. I cannot think. I have been taking pain pills after pain pills after pain pills every single day because I am literally in pain constantly. Constantly. Keep having to spend more money, going to different dentists, different opinions, doing all of this stuff. People don't care. Give me my money back. They could have just gave me my money back and I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just went about my merry way and just what I'm already going to continue to do. I'm getting my teeth redone, but I would have just been like, I'm going to just split ties. I don't want to take it to court. I don't want to do this extra stuff. But no, y'all are playing with somebody who you think is an idiot and I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to shut up about this because I have been suffering for so long. You have put me in physical pain. I am not going to shut up.
He's like giving me hella numbing. So I'm like getting a little bit nervous. He gets up and walks out. Again, another one walks out. And I Google how much dental numbing can you give somebody until it's like deadly, because I'm scared at this point of like they've been giving me so much numbing, but like they're not like doing it in any type of strategic way. They're just like poking around in my gums. And I remember when I had my veneers before, they'll be like, oh, we have to like completely do this like nerve block and numb in this specific place. So I'm like, they just poking around in this bitch doing way too much. So I Google it and it says something like it's 13 cartridges and this man passed away. So I'm like, hey, so how much numbing have you given me? And he's like, oh, we've given you almost like all the way to the legal amount. I can't believe like, you know, like you guys just sent me home with no teeth. Like this is crazy. I need this to be expedited. I don't care what I have to pay. Like I need teeth in my mouth because I have real shit to do. So he's like, oh, well, there's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing we can do. Like that's just what it is. It's insane. Rhythm said hang up on him. That is insane that he is sitting on the phone while you are bawling crying and has zero empathy. Not a, I'm so sorry if there was a miscommunication. He's literally saying, I don't care. I don't know what to tell you. That's what it is. We can't get anything. There's nothing we can do. So it is what it is. They're like, oh, well, we meant like 2 weeks, like 12 business days. What? So why, when I'm in the office, you said 2 weeks? They're like, well, we can send you a screenshot from months ago when we sent like a big long ass paragraph of information in there. We said 12 business days. I said, first of all, I didn't even fucking see that. Second of all, when I was in the dental office, you said 2 weeks. When I was just arguing with you on the phone, you said 2 weeks. So now it's 3 weeks. The way that you guys are treating me, I'm going to make sure that the world knows how you guys are treating me. He literally says, I don't care. Go ahead and do what you want to do. Conversation about like, what day can I come back from permanence and all this stuff. I start noticing my sensory issues that I still have to this day. I started noticing, like, you guys see even how I'm talking, bro, like, annoying. I keep catching my list. But anyways, I start noticing my sensitivity to like certain materials, touching on cardboard and paper towels and like the just like the way my friend's blanket was feeling on her couch. And I started noticing my sensory issues, right? Hair, just the way my hair is feeling like against this freaking sports bra is like driving me crazy. And the way this freaking paper is feeling in my hands right now is like, I'm so overwhelmed right now because of my sensory issues, and I'm really trying to get through this. That's on, and that's a painful process. So this is the front of my tooth, right? I hope you guys can see this. This is the front of the tooth, right? So this is like my lip, whatever. That's hella ugly. This is the front of the tooth. The tooth, and then let's say that this is my real tooth. This is the porcelain tooth that they put on. It was going like this. This is how it was going. Like, so this is my real tooth right here, like under. This is my real tooth underneath the porcelain. And this is the porcelain that they put on. It was like this big ass bump in the back of my teeth of like cement. And it was like that on the bottom too. So like, it was like my bottom teeth, and then it'd be like this, and then it'd be like that. This is, once again, my like real tooth. And it was like hella cement, like gunked up on my tooth. Like they didn't fit these teeth properly. So I'm like, I get back, and I'm like, the numbing is starting to wear off. And I'm like, these teeth feel weird as fuck. Like, I'm like, why do they feel like this in my mouth? Like, there's hella like ridges and like bumps and like lumps in the back of my teeth. And I'm like, my tongue is touching and I'm like, what the, like, this is not how they're supposed to feel. Like, it feels like what kind of material? Sandpaper or some shit, like cement, It feels like cement, like if you put your tongue on the cement or something, like, you know? I saved one of the teeth. This is the tooth. This is the tooth. To a lab to test for the materials, by the way. That's why I have it.
Some parts of this that are crazy is like the part where she's talking about she even has not just TBJ. It seems like she has. I never knew that your teeth could affect like overall sensitivity and increase that in your body entirely. I have heard about teeth, like sensitive teeth, but with this situation, it seems like. But she says she had such sensitivity with her entire body that she would have to only wear like these plastic Crocs moving around the carpet of her own apartment. And yo, that's insane. As much as these people be spending on like luxury apartments and buying out condos and stuff like that for, you know, the social media visuals and stuff, I could not imagine having to be plagued by walking in like literally walking on eggshells. Yeah, in my own apartment, or my teeth, like my body's gonna feel like I am she said it just like be like sensitivity, and like I guess it's like some type of weird sensation of the cringy feeling of hearing somebody scratch a chalkboard is just completely your entire life when this sensitivity just jerks up, right? So it couldn't be a great experience. So for those of you out there considering getting veneers and work done on your teeth, just know that even with like getting a root canal, getting your wisdom teeth removed, all of these things can go like left, and for you to do something cosmetically to your teeth, I think we see it as something that has no side effects to it. But even another popular creator, I really won't mention his name, but YouTuber, he can't even bite down right. It's like these people can't even open their mouth up all the way anymore. So before you jump and get these procedures, really look at what is the maintenance. And I think she was also saying that the company that she went to, right, she went to them because it was at a lower price, and they didn't even offer her any aftercare when she was telling these people, I feel like my bite is not correct. And she said she did that a day later. She has proof of that. And they're supposed to tell you to come back and they will realign it because your mouth is numb for like the first day or so. So when you use your mouth and whatever, the next day you could tell something's off. And they told her something along the lines of like, they don't do that. They don't do aftercare, which is a big red flag. Anytime you're going to another country and getting these procedures, like I see a lot of people going to Turkey and all these things, like double check all of the things that you're supposed to have for the price. Because if my price says aftercare and there's no aftercare or extra blood work being done, like I seen in somebody else's video, that needs to be checked and handled. She says she flew to Miami to get this procedure done. So when you're traveling a distance to get these procedures done, make sure that they're getting done correct, and you stay there long enough to make sure that it's completely like checked over. Everything is checked. All the boxes are checked before you leave, because they are going to do you like this and say that it's mostly like your fault. But the company claimed that they didn't say that they had to do aftercare, and I think about 3 days later they actually got back with her. And any professional that's doing some type of surgery, back surgery, neck surgery, dental surgeries, they should immediately be on call to talk to you when you want to talk to them. Actually, when you have questions to speak to the even if they have an assistant taking messages, somebody should get back with you like well within 24 hours, 12 hours even. So I mean, she's talking about she spent 15 to 30K at least 2 times to fix the problem, to go to somebody else to fix the problem, and it's just a horrifying situation. Now I want to get into kind of like her as a personality and people ultimately online decide to not give a fuck. So I'm just gonna start off without like none of my opinion in this, okay? So people online mostly seen, well, I can't say mostly, but just from the videos and stuff that I have seen, people are very nonchalant. They don't really care. They're just calling it out. They're just telling people about the veneers. I guess they're trying to save more people by telling them about the veneers than actually using, like, they're just using her story to talk about veneers in a way. So I guess that's what I'd be doing too. I want to talk slightly about how the mean girl, the pretty mean girl archetype will never work out for you, okay? So the Regina George, most girls with pretty privilege from the beginning and know that they have pretty privilege, and yeah, unless you've gone through like severe trauma, severe, like really extreme poverty, and the type of people and places that you've like been associated with. I don't know much about Winter's background, but to me it seems like she doesn't seem like an ugly girl to me. But depending on how you seen yourself in the beginning, self-esteem, all of that, she seems like for her to get on that show and act like that and people associate her with a bully, then that means you still have a lot of low self-esteem. You still have a lot of low self-esteem, or you just gone through a lot of traumas and you haven't healed them. Inferiority complexes have came from these traumas, and you just kind of take it out on everybody with the attitude or whatever like that. But from what I've seen on her podcast, she talks about therapy and stuff, I'm sure. So I kind of see her as transforming in a way, and not necessarily staying in this bully, mean girl type of era. Seems like she has a good amount of friends out there in California. I hope they're not fake friends, but to me, she has a best friend that she does the podcast with. So I mean, I don't want to say like she's like a bully because I feel like she wouldn't have really no type of, well, I'm gonna say she might be a healed bully. Yeah. But I just wanted people to see how it could damage your reputation being this like bully. Like, even if you are a pretty girl, you got your stuff together, you're doing big things, the fact that you started off as a bully or of this mean girl archetype, it will never get you anywhere. There's a difference between I'm not going to take any ish, boss type of attitude, it girl, versus like you're just being plain out mean and ugly. And it doesn't matter how pretty you are. It doesn't matter how much sympathy you're asking for or empathy you want. If something happens to you, it almost makes pretty privilege worse for you, that people will not give any types of fucks if something like this happens to you. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Just a small joke here. Don't you guys find it funny that these celebrities and the people who have been gifted the ability to have a great amount of money this lifetime and build great amount of money and businesses this lifetime, don't you find it funny that they're the main ones who spend money on the dumbest shit? Like, we have a lot going on with the economy, inflation, the housing market. I just seen a lady who her HOA sold her house right up under her on the news, on YouTube somewhere. So I mean, it's like people are going through these really extreme situations, and it's like the people who can make money, they make the dumbest fucking decisions with the money. And not only that, but it's like maybe they get bored or something. Like, when you get a lot of money, you get bored and you just start doing dumb shit. But like, I feel like, man, give me that money. Like, give me that money. I ain't got time for veneers and all this shit. I would just get whatever Corey Kenshin has with his teeth, the little like things he put on his sides. Hell yeah, I would go and buy that. And I swear y'all would think that my teeth is pretty much in the clear, because like I don't really have a huge fixing my teeth. Would be like a few parts, but it wouldn't be so severe where I'm going to spend an extra 15K on this and on that. And these people have beautiful teeth to begin with. That's the crazy part. You have beautiful teeth, they're healthy, they're not rotting. If you have teeth that are rotting, if you have like cavities because like your parents let you eat a bunch of candy or some shit, try spending some 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 on that. I don't personally get it, but hey, back to the winter girl. I don't know how to place her, to be honest. If I'm being fair, old her, new her, whatever, I don't really know how to place her, because she does bring light to certain things, and you know, in her podcast, in her videos on social media, she's also brought light to having a bad BBL, I believe, and how bad having a BBL can do to her body, and how she wished she never got it. And that was like a year ago, I think a year and a half ago, that she said that. And so it's like at least she's being open and trying to help people and become, I think, a better person. But it's like, girl, after one fucked up procedure, you jump back in the chair and you expect different results. You know, you could read all the reviews you want to. It could be 2-3 other celebrities that they gave discounts, and now they're giving you a discount. But keep in mind, you're not like, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey. You're not Beyonce. You're not, I don't mean no offense to that, because even if I made it to that amount of success, which, like I said, I feel like she is very successful, and she's not just stuck in that BCG box anymore, which is good for her. But it's like, you gotta understand, if you're not one of those A-list people, they will get you in there for the likes, the clicks, the views, all of that engagement and stuff that you have, and your fans and your audience, and then fuck you over. Fuck you over. As long as it looks good, they banking that you gonna be quiet. They will mess you over, and then say your fans start going and getting their teeth done from these people and wasting money, their precious money, if they do have it with all of this inflation and stuff going on. Then that makes you look like you're not a credible person to your audience and your fans. And just me personally, I be thinking about like karma of doing shit like that, like karma of like, because of my ego and my not wanting to look into things properly and misinform people and not tell them truthfully things, and I'm trying to sell them a product and be like, hey, all these people, y'all go and y'all click this, this company's giving me a discount for you to get this service too, and I go and I fuck over these people. Like, I feel like that's karmically on me. Okay, next lifetime or some shit like that, or wherever I'm at in the spirit or something. So I can't, that holds a lot of weight, you know. On earth, people make it seem like it doesn't, but I'm just, I hate to be the one. So that's pretty much my closing thoughts on this. I don't, there's not really much that I could say. I feel like there needs to be some type of regulation on people saying, just anybody and their mama saying like, oh yeah, we know how to do veneers. I took a course on anatomy of the throat. Yeah, I took a course on, you know, the anatomy of the throat, neck, and ears and all of that. So I'm good. Like, no, you're not qualified. I'm not sure about this practice completely, but I'll put like a little paragraph or something right here about the actual startup of this particular company, if I can. And I highly recommend people think about, do you really need this to achieve your pretty privilege or conventional attractiveness in some way? Are you just doing it to slightly beautify yourself? I think it's ridiculous. I've been thought that this was ridiculous. Shaving down my teeth. You make my teeth look like I'm fucking, I don't know, like 2 years old again. And you put a cap on it, and my teeth, all the enamel is gone. My teeth can't breathe properly, and I'm left with a little shark tooth. Alright, a little baby 2-year-old tooth. Where is that going to get me in the long run if I want to take all these bitches off tomorrow? What if I need to take them all off tomorrow? Like in this girl's situation. Like, my teeth gonna look like they gonna look like I'm 4 years old or whatever. And does this grow back? Like that's been my biggest question. When they cut your teeth down like that, do your bitches even grow back the same? Like, I wouldn't invest money into something. A lot of people don't even know. You have to do maintenance on any procedure you pretty much get. Alright?
We got all of our teeth done. And here are 10 things we wish we would have known before we got veneers. Veneer breath. You will have some stinky breath. Only if they don't seal like the veneer or your crown like directly with your gums bacteria will get in there, your breath will stink. On that note, if they do not seal it all the way, you're more prone to getting cavities and or need root canals, and or your tooth can like literally decay and crumble underneath. Boom. Next, you can't really bite into hard things like apples, tacos, hard sandwiches like with chicken. That's not hard. But okay, anywho, loss of sensation. So when you first get your teeth shaven down and they put the veneer on it, you lose all sensation. For her, it was completely opposite, right? Yeah, like I feel like my teeth, like I can feel everything, like when it's super cold, when it's super hot, like I'm literally sensitive as hell. So another thing, if you get a bridge specifically, like if you chip a tooth in the bridge, you literally have to get all them suckers replaced. Oh, okay, I think you also were gonna say that you have to wear a retainer like literally forever. Literally forever. Unless I had no orthodontic work done. So if you didn't have any braces or Invisalign, then like you should be okay. But if you did have braces or Invisalign, your teeth will literally shift back into its original position and you will have gaps. But another thing, if you grind your teeth at night, you definitely have to also wear your retainer, because like I chipped my tooth I think three or four times, so I grind my teeth real bad. Oh, on a positive note, what I didn't know is that once you get veneers, like if you need any work done, like a root canal or anything, your insurance will still cover it. But on a bad note, if you do get a cavity or a root canal, they either have to drill through your gum to fix it, or literally take off the entire veneer, take off the entire crown to fix it. Is that 10? That is 10. Oh, and they have to replace it once they drill it off. Yeah. Okay,
like, bye. It's not like you just go one and done, that's it. You got to get maintenance on these type of things. Right? You want your teeth to look super sparkling white, depending on if you like to go to the dentist's office and do it, or if you like crest strips. You gotta keep putting in the crest strips. You can't just stop and expect your teeth to stay permanently white forever, which I guess is what makes people like them. And people always want that beautiful Colgate commercial smile, but God hasn't given all of us that smile, and it actually can fuck up the proportions worse of your natural face and doesn't even look right with you. Like, look, T.I. and Tiny's son, that's a good example of that. Like, if it's not for you, sometimes see that as a blessing in disguise, because it's trying to tell you something. There are healthier alternatives into having pretty teeth. Get those make sure you, with Invisalign or something like that. I'm not sure about these companies who just do something similar to Invisalign, but I would go where I could actually see an actual doctor, physician, who could check my alignment, my bite, how my teeth are moving in real time, do x-rays and stuff like that, while I am using any type of braces, rearranging my teeth in any type of way. Then maybe get the caps where they say you need the caps, like in my instance. And then, boom, you don't have any gaps. You have this beautiful smile with the teeth size that is perfect for you. Or you can spend the extra money if you want. Still get this insane surgery. To me, that's how I feel about it. You could spend extra money and go to the doctor. In the previous video, where doctor that I showed you, a doctor's office where they do understand what natural teeth are supposed to look like, and based off of you, what you need for your mouth and your smile and grip and all that, you could go and spend the extra money, okay, get the shit done right. Or just in general, if you ask me, no matter how, whatever your teeth look like, okay, In the UK, they don't be caring about like all this shit like we do over here in the West about teeth. So if you want to move, girl, move, and they'll love your teeth over there. But you could turn into a fucking supermodel, okay? Nobody cares about gaps and stuff like that. But over here, it's like we gotta have this perfect Julia Roberts fucking teeth, and she's beautiful, and her teeth is beautiful. But come on, man, everybody's not born like. I think people with dark skin actually make teeth look 10 times hella better. But hey, I can't change my skin into a Noki eyes color. Like, it's like achieving this standard of beauty. Sometimes it's about working with the beauty you already have, and you'll be surprised how that makes you stand out more and really bumps you up to that attractiveness you're trying to get to, instead of like trying to force yourself to look like everybody on Instagram, everybody over here, over there, what they're doing. In my opinion, no matter how your teeth look, how they're shaped, messed up, whatever, unless you have bite problems and things like that with your natural teeth, then you should look into fixing that first, okay? As far as your kids, keep their teeth healthy. That's the best thing you could do for them. Don't let them suck their thumb for like 11 years and then they have severe bite issues already, alright? Don't do that. If that was you, you need to go and get your teeth actually, like, surgically. For the health of yourself, you should be doing that. No matter how your teeth look, if you want to look more like $1,000,000, more attractive, no matter how them bitches look, crooked, gap, no gap, whatever, get you some white strips. Tons on Amazon. A lot of people just say go with the Crest for like the best of the best treatment. Or you go to your dentist and do it. If you got, you'll spend less money going to your dentist and getting a whitening treatment than going and spending like 20 bands on some fucking fake ass porcelain in your mouth. But if I'm not mistaken, porcelain is the same thing that they be making bathroom appliances and toilets out of, and dishes and shit. Instead of do all of that, and speaking of that, we did a video on Suki. I posted a video about Suki and how you can't even bite crabs and shit with your teeth with this surgery. So really just think about the odds before you get this. Get you some Crest strips, and if you make the whiteness and lift those stains off of those teeth and floss and talk to your dentist about what can you do, you will notice that your smile get that celebrity effect. Not all the way, bitch, but you'll have a slightly more celebrity effect, beautifulness about yourself, attractiveness about yourself that you want. Is that whiteness, that stark whiteness. And just keep up with that. Buy you those $24.99 whitening strips instead of $20,000 for people shaving healthy teeth. That's an enamel. Because lack of enamel is what gives you sensitivity. So imagine taking this off and saying you don't want to have anything to do with these teeth anymore. Yeah, it would suck ass. It would suck ass. Wow, like this girl is probably gonna have to go through, and she's gonna have to spend more money. And just because who you was in the past don't mean that I would like to see somebody go through something that they wouldn't even wish on the enemies that they thought they had in the past with they bullying ass, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't agree with that. Pain is pain. Tons of people going through stuff medically that affects their body, and I think that's just one of the things that you shouldn't be so cold because you can about. I'm not saying you gotta be a cheerleader for this person and advocate for them, but just scroll away instead of being like, F this girl and she used to be a bully and that. Like, when nobody cares, they're not going to care, and that's something that she has to deal with, maybe. on her own, but I don't think she needs extra people who know nothing about her history, who she is, where she comes from. They haven't even watched her on Bad Girls Club or knew that this girl existed, and they just come across all of this knowledge and they're like, oh, you were a bully then, so I don't give a fuck now, you know. I think that's a little bit like too much. And too much obsession about somebody that you really don't know personally. If I don't know a person and I don't care about them, and yeah, I don't put any type of energy into it unless it's something that I feel like could help other people or need to be said about it. But that's the end of the video, you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this, and don't be shy. Even if you don't like this girl, don't be shy. Go to her page if you want to help support or completely get a thorough, I guess, understanding of what could possibly go wrong if you get this type of procedure. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. You're gonna be a
I had to buy some dentures, made the whole eat me for dinner. What? Man, all of my eyes, I can't see.
oh. So stupid.